Darrell, first week back, you seem quite excited. You look forward to the first week of training, don't you?
I enjoy pre-season. I enjoy it for different reasons, to be honest with you, looking at a few things, mixing things up a little bit, changing things around. So yeah, I like to be back. It's been a good break. So chomping at the bit really. The lads are looking sharp last couple of days as well, which is great. Fitness levels they've come back good. I've got a fit group anyway, but it's nice that they've looked after themselves properly this summer.
Been an eventful summer, really. I mean, almost before you went away, Liam Sercombe came in from Oxford, a good signing. What can you tell us about him?
I've tracked Liam a couple of times, to be honest with you. He epitomises what I'm about, high energy. You know, midfield player, runs all day, never stops, score goals from midfield as well, adds that to his game. So I think we've got ourselves a real quality player on our hands. So we're delighted to get that one, obviously the first one over the line. And he's fit into the group superbly. He's looked really bright in the last couple of days of training. So yeah, really positive.
You had some time in Poland yourself, on your pro licence course.
Yeah, 6 days out in Poland, watching plenty of the under-21 games out there. So I couldn't start my pro licence last summer because I was getting married. So, but this summer I've started it. Well, I've been into it about 6 months now. So no, it's enjoyable. It's also a bit of a scouting mission because there's one or two players that were potentially available for loan in the under-21s national teams. Not necessarily always England, but yeah. So it was nice to watch one or two players that could potentially bring in live as well.
Of course, we can't neglect the fact you signed a 5-year contract. That must have been a tremendous boost for you.
Well, for me, for me, I'm excited about the project we're in. To be honest with you, I think there's too much negativity about it at times. If I'm honest with you, do you know what I mean? From different sources. So I'm very positive, delighted to commit myself to the club long term. Believe in the project that where we're going. We're building, like I keep saying, the infrastructure up in the background, the 21s now, you know. So and building a way through from the staff and making that we sustainable, as in off the pitch, to make sure that we can keep moving forward on the pitch. So no, really pleased with signing and committing myself long term. I had no hesitation. The supporters of this football club are fantastic. They've welcomed me, they've given me the opportunity, and I like to show my loyalty back as well. And not only that, I believe in the project that we're trying to do here.
Coming on to current times, it's a time of year when supporters speculate about trial, it's about new transfer targets, and I know you like to keep things low key, and there are obviously very good reasons for that.
I do, and there is very good reasons for that. I like to keep my supporters inundated as much as I can because I think the PR has to be good like that. So my message is don't be alarmed that we've only just made the one signing. There's plenty of things going off in the background. I have been surprised how the market has been, to be honest with you. You know, good League One players now demanding very high money, and it's important that we don't go off of where we are and what we're trying to achieve, and that's players that come into the club hungry and not just want to talk about what the wages are at. So I understand it sometimes. That's the beauty of the game, football. People get impatient, but there's certainly no reason to be alarmed. I'm excited with the potential players that we can bring in, and potential players that are going to be coming for the right reasons. Because let's not look too far back, where you know the recruitment makes or breaks a manager. It's important that we get the players with the right attitude that are going to give everything for the shirt. So I'm not going off that, and these things take a bit of time.
I think it's also perhaps we should mention one or two of the younger players who could make a breakthrough this season. You gave one or two an opportunity at the end of last season, and they are now into the second year as a pro.
Yeah, potentially the boys now like I say, with the 21s, we're trying to produce our own players. That's important for me and the owners of the football club, that we work towards that. That doesn't happen overnight though, and they've got to be good enough. So they'll be given opportunities in the 21 games and maybe one or two pre-season games as well to give them a chance to impress. But I certainly believe we've got a talented group that we've got now, and it's about adding quality to that.
And you've got until the end of August to actually strengthen things, haven't you, or to bring in players you think you might like to bring to the club.
Certainly, and certainly when I know what my budget is, I know where I stand with that. I know we're not going to be near the big spenders of this league, but we look to overachieve every single year anyway. So, and it's about getting it in the right, like I say, the right product that comes into the club. So, and like you say, the deadline's August the 31st. I'd be very surprised if at least, if I haven't got 7, I'll have 7 or 8, whether it be loan signings, permanent signings, come by the end of August, that's for sure. But I don't certainly you need to keep a bit in the pot for rainy days in January as well. So when hopefully we're going for that push.
Yeah, people will obviously panic about the goalkeeping situation, I'm guessing, because you haven't got a recognised
We've not got a goalie. You're joking me, and you keep joking now.
I think there's been a lot of speculation.
There is. I mean, I'm not a big fan, to be honest with you, on things. But people tell me things, newspapers and you know, forums and stuff like that. But it's laughable if we're going to start mentioning all our trialists that we've got. We've got 14 under 21 trialists here, and 4 of those are under 21 goalkeepers. So we're looking to bring in 2 under 21 keepers, and we're looking to bring in 2 first team senior goalkeepers. So, you know, and people, while they're going a little bit over top about it, that I've been told, but it's just noise to me. You know, I'm pretty relaxed about it. It's the beauty of the game, isn't it? The gossip and the way people want to put a crisis when there isn't a crisis. So I find it, you know, I find it, you know, it's just water off a duck's back, really. Okay.
Looking ahead, I mean, you've had a look at the fixture list, but it's going to be quite a tough division this year, isn't it? League One.
It is. Any division you play in is tough, but you know, I say at the beginning of every season, you start with 46 games to play. You got to play each other twice, and everyone starts on no points. So we'll be making sure that we're very competitive. For me, the target's to build on from last year, to try and get into that top 6. We're 7 points off it last year, so we want to build on that, improve on that, keep building the club in the right manner on and off the pitch. And like I say, that's why I committed to the long-term deal, because we want to take it to that extra step, which is, of course, like you say, it's going to be difficult with the clubs that are already in the league. The clubs that have come down are obviously big football clubs with big budgets. Clubs that are coming up, we've got Portsmouth, Doncaster, big football clubs. You know, Blackpool as well, that weren't long ago was in the Premier League. I know they've had their issues, so it's going to be a competitive league, but we'll be ready for it, and I'm very excited about it.
And the plan is the games start on Saturday, pre-season game. You've built a lot of games into your pre-season.
Yes,
schedule.
but what people have got to realise is that for me, it's about supporting the local teams around the area. Now, these games are going to be mixtures. Some of these are going to be 21 games. Some of these are going to be first team games. I will, as always, try and keep the fans inundated with it. But I would also like to see our supporters sometimes go and support the 21s as well, if they live near that area, because it's about supporting the local non-league team. So, but we'll keep that inundated in the press. I'll give you a team sheets and a squads for the Friday or on the Friday ready for the game this Saturday. That's for sure.